We are going to look at the Chidambara Nataraja Stuti, but before that, we need to know about what is Chidambaram. Chidakasha, Chit is actually consciousness. Ambara means we saw Digambara. Mahadeva is also called as Digambara, Ambara. The four directions, north, east, south, and west, are his garments. Like the consciousness, Mahadeva is consciousness personified. That is why it is called as Chidambaram. And there is another meaning for Ambara. Apart from garments, there is another meaning called Akasha, ether. Now, Chidakasha, it means the consciousness is all pervading, and that's why it's called as our Hridaya is called as Hridayakasha or Dharakasha, and that's where Chidambara Nataraja is residing. Hrit Pundarikam Virajam Vishuddham. It is also called as Pundarikapuram. Chidambaram is also called as Pundarikapuram. He resides in the lotus of the heart. Mahadeva is residing in the lotus of the heart. That's why you see in every Upanishad, it says, Takhram Vipapam Parame Eshvabhutam Yat Pundarikam Puramadhya Saggamstam. He should be meditated on the Hridayakasha in the lotus of the heart. Chidambara Nataraja is residing in the lotus of the heart. And then Hrit Pundarikam Virajam Vishuddham, Kaivalya Upanishad. Asmin Brahmapure Veshma Dakaram Yedidam Mune Pundarikam tu Tanmadye Akasho Dakarostitat. Pancha Brahma Upanishad. So we see Chidambaram is also called as Pundarikapuram, which means that Chidambara Nataraja should be meditated in the heart, Hridayakasha. And now the Chidambara Nataraja story starts off with Vishnuji. Now Vishnu in Vaikunta is reclining on Adisesha. And then suddenly he experiences some Roma Harshana. So like suddenly his hairs, Vishnu's hairs stand on end, and then he is completely full of Ananda. And then Adisesha experiences suddenly he experiences some heaviness. Oh Vishnu, I am not able to carry you. Oh Vishnu, dear Vishnu, I am not able to lift you. You seem to be very heavy. And then Vishnu replies, I am seeing the Ananda Tandavam of Mahadeva in my Hridayam. In my heart, I am seeing the Ananda Tandavam of Mahadeva. So it is called as Ananda Tandava. Tandava means the cosmic dance. Ananda means full of bliss. And that's why you experience this heaviness. Adisesha, he asks, is this fair on your part, Vishnu? Is this fair on your part? I am with you only. So you alone are experiencing this ultimate bliss of seeing the dance of Chidambara Nataraja in your heart, but you are not sharing that with me. Is this fair on your part? And then Vishnu says, you go to Chidambaram Tillai. Tillaiyambala Nataraja Selmainadane Paramesha. Beautiful Tamil song. You go to Chidambaram, and then he takes the form of Patanjali. And Patanjali. So, and then he goes there. And then Vyagrapada also accompanies him. He also desires, I also want to see the cosmic dance of Mahadeva. And Vyagrapada comes. And our dear Vyagrapada is none other than the father of the great devotee of Shiva called Upamanyu Maharshi. Upamanyu Maharshi's father is Vyagrapada. And then he also comes there. And then the reason why he got the name as Vyagrapadam is that he used to offer flowers every time to Lord Shiva. And he used to collect the flowers from the forest. And the pathway that he went was completely full of thorns. Completely full of thorns. And then Mahadeva, seeing his dedication, he gave the paws of the tiger. He gave the legs of tiger to Vyagrapada. That's how he got us Vyagrapada. Vyagra means tiger. And Pada means the feet. That's why Mahadeva is also called as the Vyagra Charmam Baradara. He has the tiger skin as his garment. Vyagra Charma. The skin of the tiger, Ambara Dara, the one who is wearing that as a garment or a dress. The form of Chidambara Nataraja is very unique. Panchakritya, it's a Pancha Brahma Upanishad says, Panchakrityani Yantaram, Pancha Brahmatmakam Brihat, Pancha Brahmopasamharam Kritva Svatmani Samstitaha. He does Panchakritya, he does creation, maintenance, destruction, and then putting the jivas into illusion and also giving grace. And then Chandogya Upanishad says, it talks about Pundarikam. Asmin Brahmapure, Panchabrahma Upanishad ends with Asmin Brahmapure Veshmadakaram Yedidam Mune Pundarikam tu Tanmadye Akasho Dakarostitat Sa Shivaha Sachidanandaha Sonveshtavyo Mumukshubhihi Ayam Hridi Stitaha Sakshi Sarvesham Avisheshataha Tenayam Hridayam Proktaha Shivaha Samsara Mochakaha. That Mahadeva should be that who is residing in the Hridayakasha, the Harakasha should be meditated. And the Kram Vipapam Barame Eshvabotam Yat Pundarikam Puramadhyasagam Stam Mahanarayana Upanishad says. Chandogyam also, 8th canto, 1st chapter, 1st verse talks about this. Lagunyasam describes his Panchamukha Swarupam. Shuddha Spatika Sankasham Trinetram Panchavaktakam. And then everywhere in the Puranas, Agamas, Taittiriya Upanishad also, Saya Esho Antarhridaya Akashaha, Hiranmaya Purushaha, that golden divine personality Mahadeva is residing in the heart of all the living entities. And then we also see that form of Mahadeva is very unique. And that is described by Vishnu to Lakshmi in the Patala, in the Padma Purana, Uttarakandam, chapter 175. He says to Lakshmi, Lakshmi asks, is there anything that is, who are you meditating on, oh dear Vishnu? And then Vishnu says, I am meditating on Mahadeva, Samba Shiva, Chandrasekhara. He says, and then there are many, many beautiful verses, and then he describes the form that, and then he says, my form is illusory. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, that form is illusory. Oh Lakshmi, dear Lakshmi. But that form, that Panchavaktara form of Maheshwara is that eternal form that I am meditating on. And then he describes Bhagavad Gita. He says, Bhagavad Gita itself, if you see, there are 18 chapters. 18 is a very significant number. 18 verses in Ishavasya Upanishad. We have 18 Puranas, 18 Upapuranas. And then the Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters. And then Mahabharata has 18 cantos. And then the war was fought for 18 days. This is 18. Vishnu describes to Lakshmi. He says that the first 5 chapters are the 5 heads of Ishvara. Mahadeva, Sadyojata, Vamadeva, Aghora, Tatpurusha, Ishana. The next 10 chapters are described as the 10 hands of Mahadeva. Gangadaram, Dashabhujam. He is described as with having 10 hands. And then the 16th chapter is described as the navel or the stomach of Mahadeva. And 17th and 18th chapter are the lotus feet of Mahadeva. So Bhagavad Gita itself is Shivaswarupa. He says that in the Padma Puranas, chapter 175, Uttarakandam. And then Mahanarayana Upanishad also talks about like Pancha. Sava Esha Purushaha Panchada Panchatma Yena Sarvamidam. Panchabrahma Upanishad also says the same thing. Nakaradi Yakarantam Nyatva Panchaksharam Japet Sarvam Panchatmakam Vidyat Panchabrahmatma Tattvataha. Sarvam Panchatmakam. Everything is filled by that ultimate Mahadeva. And then Nakaradi Yakarantam Nyatva Panchaksharam. Nakaradi, that starts, that Panchaksharam that starts with Na and ends with Ya should be eternally chanted, should be eternally thought of. Nakaradi Yakarantam Nyatva Panchaksharam Japet. And then let's go and look at the divine form of Chidambara Nataraja. So now that his form itself represents 5 activities. With the right, he has a very beautiful face. Completely his, one of the names of Mahadeva is Vyomakasha. His hair is nothing but the sky. The sky is actually, when you see the sky, that is the hair of Mahadeva. His hair is completely resplendent. Harikeshaya. He has a beautiful face with 3 eyes, with beautiful cheeks, and Vishnu describes that in Padma Purana. His cheeks and his nose and his lips are described by Vishnu. Shiva's beautiful eyes also. And then in the right upper hand, Mahadeva has the Damaru. With that he creates. He does the creation. And then in the right lower hand, Abhaya Mudra is there. Abhaya Mudra, with that he protects the entire universe. He protects everybody. We see even the Devas were in trouble. Tarakasura, Brahma and Vishnu were trembling when they saw Tarakasura. And then the Hala poison was not able to affected everything. From the blade of a grass till Vishnu Lokam, everything was affected by the Hala poison. The ultimate protector is Mahadeva, and that's why he signifies Abhaya Mudra with the right lower hand. And then with the fire, in the left upper hand, he has the fire. With that, he destroys. And then coming to Tirobhavam, Mayam tu Prakritam Vidyam, Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, 4th chapter, 10th verse. He says, he is Mayin. Maya is under his control. And if you want to win over Maya, you have to surrender to him. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mamamaya Duratyaya Mamevaye Prapadyante Mayametam Tarantite. Shiva Gita 14th chapter 42nd verse, if I am not wrong. He says to Rama, Daivi, I am not affected by the gunas. Everybody from the blade of a grass till Vishnu, everything is affected by the 3 gunas, but not me. So if you want to win over Maya, you have to surrender to Lord Shiva. And then we see Mahadeva, Tirobhavam, with the right leg, he is placing his right leg on an asura called Apasmar. He represents complete ignorance, complete ahankara. So Mahadeva, we see the destroyer of ahankara is Mahadeva, the destroyer of ego is Mahadeva. He is not bound by ego. We see that, and there are many examples. So Kala Bhairava, Mahadeva's Ugra Amsha, Kala Bhairava, cut off the 5th head of Brahma and destroyed Brahma's ahankara. Indra thought that he was nothing that is equal to him. There is nothing, even he is greater than Mahadeva, and he will try to combat with Mahadeva, and then Mahadeva will release a fire from his 3rd eye, and then Indra will be about to be destroyed, and Brihaspati will come and fall at the feet of Mahadeva. Oh, please, I am the guru of Indra. Please forgive him for me, just for me. Because if Indra is destroyed, and then the whole world will accuse me only, oh Mahadeva, dear Mahadeva. They will accuse me, saying that Brihaspati did not give the right knowledge to Indra. So please save him. Don't do anything to him. And then Mahadeva will destroy Indra's ahankara. And then Yama, when Yama tried to actually create troubles for Markandeya said, no one can do anything to me. And he will hug the Shivalinga. And then Yama will put his noose on Mahadeva and Markandeya, and Mahadeva will appear from the linga and he will kick Yama with his left foot, destroying the ahankara of Yama. And then Agni tried, so like Parashakti and Paramashiva will unite together, and then the divine energy of Mahadeva comes from the 3rd eye, and from that Kartikeya was born. Now Agni is the fire god, right? Agni was trying to hold that fire ball that came out of the 3rd eye of Mahadeva. Now Agni himself was burning. So we can just see that that Agni that comes from the 3rd eye of Mahadeva cannot be even taken by the fire god Agni. So he was burning and he thought, okay, this is a simple activity, I can do this. And then he will try to take that fire ball, he will be burning, and then he will say, Mahadeva, please save me. And then Mahadeva will destroy. In this way, he destroys the ahankaram of many devas, and we can keep on going. Coming to Vishnu, there is a beautiful verse in the Shankara Samhita, Veera Mahendra Kandam. Says chapter 2, sloka 41 to 41-42. Matsya Kurma Varahamscha Narasimha Trivikramau Hatva Netrecha Meenasya Kamatasyasti Karkasham Varahasyacha Damshtracha Nrisimhasya Tvacham Tata Trivikramasya Prishtasti Krihitvaiva Puravayam. Says Lord Shiva destroyed the eyes. So Matsya, he tried to, Mahavishnu took the form of Matsya, and then he saved the entire universe. He saved the Vedas and he saved the sages. There was some ahankara that appeared within Vishnu. Okay, I am the protector, I am the supreme protector. And then Mahadeva destroyed that ahankara by pulling the eyes of Matsya. And then Kurma, that Mandara mountain, was actually going down. There was no one to hold that. So he goes as Kurma, and then he helps the Devas to churn the milky ocean. And then he gets some ahankara, and then Mahadeva takes away the shell. The shell of Kurma, if you see the tortoise, there is a shell on the top. And then he takes away that shell since he was in ahankara, and then the shell is actually an ornament in the body of Mahadeva. And then Varaha Deva, he broke the tusk of Varaha. Nrisimha, he tore the skin of Narasimha. That's why Mahadeva is described as Nrisimha Charmambaradara. in many Puranas, Kurma Purana, Brahmanda Purana, and Shiva Purana, there's Nrisimha Charma. Nrisimha Charma, the skin of Narasimha, Ambaradara. Mahadeva, the one who has the skin of Narasimha as your garment or as your dress. And then he broke the Trivikramasya Prishtasti. He broke the backbone of Vamana. So, like that we see, and the destroyer of Ahankara, when Brahma and Vishnu are fighting together, we see that Anadyantamadhyam Param Tattvamartham. In Tvarita Rudram it says, Brahmana Hamsa Rupena Vishnuna Kroda Rupina Anirdeshya Mahalinga Murtaye Jyotishe Namaha. Brahmana Hamsa Rupena, Brahma took the form of swan. Vishnuna Kroda Rupina, Vishnu took the form of pig. And then they were searching the beginning and end of Lord Shiva and they were not able to find. So in this way, Mahadeva is the destroyer of Ahankara. He is the destroyer of ego. He is the destroyer of Tamas. Within all the Devas, in all the Devas, Indra, Brahma and Vishnu. Koshaha Stambanta Vishnu Purvakaha. From the blade of a grass, from a stamba till Vishnu, everything is bound to perish and everything is under the control of Parashakti and Paramashiva. Katarudra Upanishad states. So like that, he destroys Ahankara. Apasmar represents Ahankara, who is at the feet of Mahadeva. And he is more fortunate because, why? Because he is that lotus feet that Brahma and Vishnu are searching for is on the backbone of Apasmar. So he is the most fortunate in that way. So, that is actually Tirobhavam. He destroys the Ahankara and he is not bound by that. He is beyond the three gunas and he is beyond the modes of material nature and he is Mayam tu Prakritam Vidya, Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. He puts the jivas into Maya, but he is not bound by that. And then the final Anugraham is very beautiful. We saw only one hand and one leg for all the activities, right? But here in Anugraham, it is actually the left lower hand and the left leg signifies Anugraham. Any Vigraham of Nataraja, ideally, the Nataraja Vigraham is said to be perfect only when the tip of the forefinger, the nail in the forefinger, the tip of the forefinger in the left lower hand of Mahadeva should exactly be in line with the left toe nail of Mahadeva. That is the actual Chidambara Netra. That is the actual Nataraja Vigraha. In Chidambaram it will be like that. So many pictures in Google I am seeing, it's not that case. It's not that way. So that is the actual Nataraja Vigraham. And he says, with his left lower hand, he signifies, oh, my child, oh, Jiva, please hold my left foot that I am lifting. Just think of that lotus foot. Just think of my left foot. Kunchida Padam. Just think of that and liberation is guaranteed. In this way, he does 5 activities. This is a beautiful description of Chidambara Nataraja.